Hey, Tim Dillon.
How are you?
I wish I really understood all this stuff that we talk about.
No one is ever questioning anything.
That's dope. How about his giant swastika in diamonds? Have you seen that?
There's no law that you cannot break here.
And so people stop thinking. They stop thinking and they just think completely along ideological lines.
And there has been, that's the other thing, there has been female astronauts.
What the fuck's the problem with that, Tim? How about Tim Dillon Fest?
I have no problem with that.
It's basically Skank Fest.
Just a bunch of people eating shellfish in Long Island being racist.
Clearly, you can go too far like P. Diddy.
That's so smart. I don't think America always does things that are in the best interest of the American people.
I mean, if you're from another planet...
This might be a way to just socialize Illuminati kid.
Yeah.
Very passionately.
I wish I really understood all this stuff that we talk about.
No one goes, wait a minute. Like, I think it's healthy to every now and then go, maybe I'm wrong.
Ask them, like, what should I talk about on stage?
Well, yeah, I mean, you need Sergeant Slaughter from the old WWF.
That's the kind of conversations you need. Completely ridiculous people who are out of their fucking mind.
It is interesting thinking about the planet as a farm.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts.
Whoa, this place rocks.
I wish I really understood all this stuff that we talk about. Do you think that this is a grand plan to destroy civilization? Do you think that this is a grand plan to destroy civilization? Do you think that this is a grand plan to destroy civilization?
I think what you have, I don't know if it's a grand plan, but I think what you have is you have two things that are happening simultaneously. You have the last people that seem to want to be in politics are people that believe in like nothing. They're like empty suit, Gavin Newsom types who just really don't seem, they just, whatever room they're in.
Wait a minute, have you seen his podcast?
Yeah, well, that proves my point. That proves my point now, right?
He's a believer.
So now he's like, oh, things are going right, I'll go to the right. Things are going to the left, I'll go to the left. So you have like these people that just don't, they will not, like a Sanders or Trump, whatever you think about them, they're not going to like, quote, stand on business. They're not going to tell people, here's where I'm at. This is the way I feel. They're just empty vessels. And then at the same time you have that happening, you have the craziest people in the world that somehow have gotten hold of a ton of money and a ton of influence on social media. And those empty suit politicians are like scared of these lunatics that believe the craziest things you've ever heard. So these politicians are just like taking edicts from these crazy people online who tell them that we need the stabbing wagon and we need all this stuff. I don't know how that happened. That somebody should look at that, how that happened and study it. And I think it's a lot of these politicians are deeply corrupt. And I think they're terribly afraid of whatever corruption they're involved with coming to the surface. And it could be personal in their personal life. It could be with the state. I think, the mismanagement of money, of resources, all of that stuff. So if I was a really corrupt politician, I would just do the craziest left-wing shit so that I could never be accused of anything. Big, powerful billionaires are probably, they're their own governments.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you run afoul of them, I think there's many ways at which they can get you.
Also, they feel like they pay so much money for taxes.
I think that's a lot of these intelligence agencies are working for those people. They're not, I think, on their own. There's big money to be made, and there's a lot the people that own these companies and have been rich for a very long time and who aren't, on reality TV, and you don't really know who they are, but they some of them are on the Forbes list, some of them aren't. Some of them are just incredibly wealthy, and they've made their money in ways that you could barely understand. And those are people that, are the reason historically that the CIA is going into Latin America and overthrowing a government so that United Fruit can, it's true. Have a monopoly, right? It's like, so they're doing things at the behest of these ultra wealthy families that control huge industries.
Sure, and they always have. I mean, that's back to Smedley Butler's
That's
War
right.
is a Racket.
1000%.
Yeah, and that was 1933 he wrote that or something?
And that's the way the whole thing seems to be organized.
Yeah, and always has been.